In 1982, New Edition scored its big break with a performance at the local Hollywood talent held by Maurice Starr at Boston's Strand Theatre. Although they came in second place, Maurice, who was impressed with them, decided to bring the group into his studio to record Candy Girl, which would become their debut album. Released in 1983 by Streetwise Records, this album featured hits Popcorn Love and Is This the End, which hit number 1 on the UK singles chart and the American R&B singles chart. So what exactly happened to them? Hello everyone and welcome to True Celebrity Stories. Today we're going to talk about the American R&B group called New Edition. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be updated when we post new content. After getting home from their first major concert tour, the boys were all dropped off back at their homes and were given some money for their efforts, although the money was not that much. Because of the minimal amount of money, the boys got curious, and it was later explained to them that the reason they were given such little money was because of the expenses and the tour budget. Because of these financial issues, the group known as New Edition parted ways with Maurice Starr in 1984. Immediately after this happened, Maurice Starr created a new group known as New Kids on the Block, but instead of black teenagers, they were all white. Later on, this group employed Stephen and Martin law firm, which they used to sue Streetwise so that they could release a contract that was materially breached by them. The legal name was later won by these boys, and they got an even bigger record deal with MCA Records. Because they needed some form of management, they signed with Stephen Machat alongside his management partners Bill Dern and Rick Smith. AMI, which is the management company, decided to improve this group in the music industry. With the influence of AMI and some other friends, the group was able to release a second album. After their debut album was released, their songs titled Cool It Now and Mr. Telephone Man were able to hit the top 20 on the Billboard charts. The song Mr. Telephone Man was also certified as double platinum in the United States. During the promotion of their second album, the group was very disappointed when they discovered that they were not signed to MCA Records, but were signed with the production company known as Jump and Shoot, which had its deal with MCA Records. But all issues concerning business were controlled by MCA Records. To get out of this production deal, each member of the group borrowed $100,000 from MCA Records, and although it allowed them to leave Jump and Shoot, they were now in debt with the label. Because of this, they were forced to keep touring and recording new songs to pay off their debt. Their third album, titled All for Love, was released in 1985, and although it did not gain as much traction and success as its previous albums, it was still certified platinum, carrying alongside with its hits like A Little Bit of Love and Count Me Out. Because of how popular they were becoming, they got a guest appearance at the 1985 movie titled Crush Guru, which they were able to perform songs like My Secret towards the year's end and Christmas all over the world. Bobby Brown's absence. Facing a lot of pressure from MCA and the management, Bobby Brown was voted out of the group in December 1985 because of behavioral issues. In 1986, he started his solo career while his former group New Edition continued promoting All for Love. Despite their financial situation, New Edition continued to get even bigger. During the times they were getting bigger and more popular, they appeared in an episode of Knight Rider when they were able to perform their song titled Count Me Out. They were able to record a cover of the 1954 hit titled Earth Angel in 1986, and this cover was used as one of the soundtracks in The Karate Kid Part 2. This song, being incredibly good, clinched number 21 on the charts and was a form of inspiration for them to record a new album titled Under the Blue Moon. Because they lost a member when Brian left the group, their future started to look uncertain when people started to pass rumors that Ralph Tresvant was secretly planning a career of his own. To avoid the brunt of the blow that would have been dealt due to Ralph's departure, Johnny Gill joined the group in 1987, although Tresvant did not go anywhere. Goodbye Teenage Pop. Heartbreak, which was New Edition's fifth release and which featured Gill, who was the lead vocalist, was released in 1988. Primarily produced by Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam, the album deviated from the group's original sound and sounded stronger, smoother, and more adult-friendly, carrying along with it 5 hit singles like You're Not My Kind of Girl, Can You Stand the Rain, Crucial, If It Isn't Love, and N.E. Heartbreak. Heartbreak became their most successful album and was certified double platinum in the United States. Because of how successful Heartbreak was, the group was able to go on a tour towards the end of 1988. Solo albums. New Edition decided to embark on side projects, being inspired by the success Brown got from his album Don't Be Cruel, which was released in 1988. Bell, Bivens, and DeVoe formed a trio after it was suggested by Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam. Poison, which was their 1990 debut album, went platinum 4 times, and that same year Gill and Tresvant also released solo albums that also went platinum. Later that year, there was a mini reunion among the group members where they all performed at the MTV Video Music Awards held in 1990. In 1991, all 6 of the members came together again to record a mix of Word to the Mother. Later on, a music video was released in which Tresvant, Gill, and Brown appeared. Brown appeared in a lot of music videos, including the music video titled I Thought It Was Me and Stone Cold Gentleman. The reunion. Members of New Edition became even more successful in 1996, all thanks to the the side projects they were working on. They promised their fans there was going to be a reunion, and this promise was fulfilled when they came together to record another album titled Home Again, this album being their first new album in 8 years. This album hit #1 on the Billboard 200 and was the most commercially successful album of their career, which hit double platinum in the United States. This album was made up of incredible songs like I'm Still in Love with You and Hit Me Off. Although things were going so splendidly, the 1997 Home Again tour was going to end badly for the group, although they had not gone on tour together for almost 8 years. One evening in Les Cruces, during the tour, Brown was extending his solo set and DeVoe attempted pulling him off the stage. To everyone's surprise, Brown dropped his microphone and got into a fist fight with DeVoe. Because of this, the bodyguards of each fighter had to interfere in the situation and it escalated into a gunfight. Brown and Bivens immediately left the tour while Tresvant, Bell, Gill, DeVoe completed the tour together. During an interview, Brown confessed that he was a bit drunk, and right before that interview, each member of the group went his separate way, being on worse terms than they were before. Solo pursued Wave Part 2. In 1996, the members of New Edition Tresvant, Gill, and Brown joined Faith Evans and Monica Evans in a collaboration with Whitney Houston to record the song titled Somebody Bigger Than You and I. This song appeared on the soundtrack to Houston's movie titled The Preacher's Wife, and they also made an appearance in the 8th season of the 98th episode of Family Matters, which was titled Home Again. The following year, a group known as LSG was formed, the members being Keith Sweat, Gerald Levert, and Gill. Together they released an album titled Levert, Sweat, Gill, and had an amazing single titled My Body. After the second attempt of pursuing their careers, the members of New Edition reunited again except Brown. They started to tour casinos, small arenas, and clubs. They also appeared on the Tom Joyner Sky Show. Eventually, Sean Combs gained interest in them and signed them to his record label, after which their contract with MCA Records ended. New album release. During the fall of 2004, their 7th studio album titled One Love was released. Although the album debuted #12 on the Billboard 200, it started to go down on that list. One of the singles titled Hot Tonight did not perform well, hitting #35 on the R&B charts and #27 on the pop singles chart. As the album was being produced, New Edition members did not agree with the methods Sean wanted to use to produce the songs. Bell later confessed that he refused to pay their producers Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam for a track that they wanted to add to the album. He defended himself by saying that the budget was too high and this led them to leave their Bad Boy contracts. Although things did not go so well with Bad Boy, they continued to tour. Another reunion. On the 3rd of July 2011 in Louisiana, all the members of New Edition came together again at the Essence Music Festival to celebrate their anniversary tour. This is just the beginning. We're preparing for a world tour and many other exciting things that will be announced soon. The next chapter of New Edition is going to be incredible celebration to thank her fans for all their support over the last 30 years. Bell said on behalf of the group, because of the death of his ex-wife Whitney Houston, Brown missed a lot of chores and important meetings in February 2012. On the 9th and 11th of March 2012, Brown, Bell, and DeVoe made an African debut performance in Nigeria. Between 2011 and 2012, New Edition went on a tour across the United States, which was titled #All6, and in late 2012, they received the Lifetime Achievement Award during the Soul Train Awards ceremony, with all 6 members appearing on stage simultaneously. The story of New Edition. In August 2015, BET announced that television dramas about the group were going to be made and were going to be released in 2017. All the 6 members joined hands to produce their stories. Because of the corporation that played a huge role in producing this movie, the short television dramas got over 28.4 million people anticipating, and these numbers only kept going higher as more episodes were released. On the 25th of June 2019, New Edition was listed among the many artists whose materials were destroyed in the 2008 Universal fire. Did you hear about that fire? Drop your answers in the comments section. What do you think about all of this? Do you think New Edition will keep breaking up and getting back together? Before you leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on new content about your favorite celebrities. See you soon.